So they're bringing us more Star Wars, and it's related to the original trilogy. Oh yeah, count me in.
For me, it was Tuesday.
Welcome to another episode of For Me, It Was Tuesday. I am your host, GQ. Do me a favor, hit the subscribe button.
Poor Gullet will know the truth.
Like the video, leave some comments on this video, the other ones that I've done. Check out culturejunkies.net. Also hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Don't forget that we're on Twitch and Discord, so we are pretty much everywhere. Today, we're going to be talking about the 2016 film Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Directed by Gareth Edwards, starring Felicity Jones, Diego Luna, Ben Mendelsohn, Donnie Yen, Mads Mikkelsen, Alan Tudyk, and Forrest Whitaker. When this film was first announced, I was really actually very excited for it. It was definitely one of those things where it's like, okay, cool, we're going back to the original trilogy era, no more prequel stuff, none of the sequel stuff. We're going to deal with an in-between story, essentially how the spies stole the Death Star plans. So I thought that was actually pretty cool that they were going to, work with something that's within the universe that we've already basically familiar with, just telling a story that we haven't seen. So I did think that that was a really cool approach. This one honestly is not going to take very long. Obviously, I truly enjoyed this film. I'm sure a lot of you guys have already seen it. I'm just going to give my thoughts on it and my basic overview. When it comes down to it, Felicity Jones's character, Jyn Erso, standard hero character. I did like her as a character. She was a likable character. It was literally just somebody thrown into the mix, and she reacted pretty much the way anybody would react. It's like, okay, I'm looking for my father. I don't really care about your rebellion, about your fight or whatever. And the fight didn't really become real for her until she did, in fact, meet up with her father. And, obviously he died in her arms, and of course her father was played by Mads Mikkelsen, who was an outstanding actor. She finds out that his work is the key to basically ending this destructive weapon that's being built, the Planet Killer, as it's called in this one. Obviously it is the Death Star. Definitely a cool way to bring the character in. One of the standout characters for me, because even though Diego Luna played Cassian wasn't really that big of a deal to me, and I think that was also another thing that was kind of cool about this film. They got you some characters that you kind of got attached to, but at the end of the day, it's like you haven't heard about any of these other characters ever before, and there's a reason for that, because everybody dies. And I thought it was really cool that not only Gareth Edwards as the director, but Disney having the stones basically to like, look, we're gonna make a movie where pretty much everybody dies. And I thought that was actually really cool that they followed through on that. And I don't know, so Cassian was an okay character. K2SO, the robot voiced by Alan Tudyk, was actually a real big standout for me. I liked him because he was very much a capable, sarcastic version of 3PO. And I thought, because again, I've never really truly liked 3PO as a character, but seeing K2SO come in and basically take the space of that, not so much sassy, but just basically overly sarcastic robot, I thought that was actually very cool. When you come down to the villain of the film, played by Ben Mendelsohn, of course, director Krennic, I really did enjoy his character. He was a little bit sniveling, but I mean, whatever. It's like he's put in charge of the Death Star project. And then Grand Moff Tarkin, who was digitally recreated. Some people had problems with it. They didn't really like how it looked. Seeing how CGI has even advanced even in the couple of years since this film, would have been nice if they could have gotten some of that more advanced CGI to do the recreation, but they did an okay job with it. But seeing how Grand Moff Tarkin just basically comes in and is like, hey, Death Star is mine now. Glad you did the work. It works. Okay, I'll take over. I'm like, dang, well, that's pretty messed up. But, and then of course, he goes to the Mustafar system, he goes to the castle, and he sees my favorite character of all time, Darth Vader. And Vader, again, Vader is Vader. It's for me, it's never a disappointment when Vader's on screen. And for him to just basically run him down, be like, look, there's no Death Star. This is a secret project. Stop being basically a little whiny bitch, basically is what he pretty much told him. We put him in his place. And I thought that was actually really cool. And of course, we get to what I thought was a really outstanding sequence when they're raiding the beach on Scarif, essentially the Imperial stronghold, to get the Death Star plans. I thought that was an outstanding sequence. I love the basically wartime feel that you get from this. Like, it's war. They are going in there and they are doing battle on the ground. It's very reminiscent of the Empire Strikes Back with the Hoth sequence, but just ramped up to modern times, modern filmmaking. And it worked. It was really well done. I definitely enjoyed the hallway sequence. Darth Vader getting a chance to truly cut loose, use the Force, become that truly intimidating factor that we've always heard that the Jedi and the Sith were feared. And now we get to see why. And they did not disappoint. And I hope that at some point in the future, Vader gets his own solo film where we get to see him hunting down the Jedi and fighting other Jedi on a much higher level than we've ever seen. I think that would be an amazing thing for them to approach and to do. So that's pretty much gonna leave it there. I mean, Rogue One, outstanding film. I don't care what anybody says. And the reason I picked this one up recently is because it's finally on 4K. Because of course you guys know, and you can check out my Star Wars Skywalker Saga review. Long video, but it's a fun review that I did some time back when of course when the Skywalker Saga was released. Check that out. But also, Rogue One is definitely worth the watch, and I don't think you'll be disappointed with that one. So I mean, would love to hear what you guys think about Rogue One. Leave some comments, below this video, and hit me up, give me your thoughts on it as well. So I'm going to leave you guys with these final words. For many of you out there, when they announced that they were going to do another Star Wars film, some of you were like, hey, Force Awakens was actually really good. I enjoyed that. Let's see what else they got. And then Rogue One hit. And then Vader showed up. And all hell broke loose. And for many of you guys, that was the best thing ever. But hey, for me,
It was Tuesday.
I'll see you guys next time. Hey, this is GQ. I want to give a special shout out to Fab Nerd Life and DeMarcus Smith, Culture Junkies level patrons. You guys are awesome. Appreciate all your support. And hey, if you guys want to get your shout out from yours truly, listen to the rest of this message and you'll find out exactly how that can happen. If you're enjoying our content, please consider going to our Patreon and becoming a supporter. There are different tiers to select from, and we thank you for your support.